Imagine a machine so heavy it could crush 2,000 elephants, so tall it dwarfs the Statue of Liberty, and so powerful it chews through an entire hillside in a single day. These aren't cranes, they aren't ships, they're excavators, the largest moving machines humans have ever put on land. Some weigh more than a small town, and by the end of this video, you'll see the absolute king, a monster that holds a Guinness World Record nobody has beaten in 3 decades. Number 10. Hitachi EX5600-7. We start our countdown in Japan with a machine that looks small only because of what's coming later. The Hitachi EX5600-7 tips the scales at roughly 522 to 558 tons, depending on how it's configured. That's heavier than a fully loaded Boeing 747. It's a favorite in open-pit mines around the world because it hits a sweet spot between raw power and reliability. Its backhoe bucket can swallow between 34 and 38 cubic meters of rock and dirt in a single scoop. To picture that, imagine filling your entire living room floor to ceiling with earth, and then doing it again, all in one bite. Twin diesel engines drive its hydraulic system, and it's designed to load haul trucks in the 180 to 290 ton class, the kind of dump trucks that are themselves the size of a 2-story house. One clever feature sets the newer versions apart: Hitachi's aerial angle camera system. It stitches together multiple cameras to give the operator a bird's-eye top-down view of the entire machine on a screen inside the cab. When you're controlling something this massive, blind spots aren't just inconvenient, they're dangerous. This system means the operator can see workers, trucks, and obstacles all around the machine in real time. The EX5600 series has become a workhorse across mines in Australia, the Americas, and Africa. It may be number 10 on our list, but standing next to one, you'd never call it small. The tracks alone are taller than a grown adult. And yet, compared to what's coming, this is merely the warm-up act. Number 9. Caterpillar 6060. Next up is a machine wearing Caterpillar's iconic yellow, the CAT 6060. This giant carries an operating weight of around 550 to 570 tons and is available in 2 flavors, a face shovel version that digs upward and outward, and a backhoe version that digs down and toward itself. Under the hood, if you can even call it that, sit twin CAT 35 12E engines, producing a combined rating of roughly 3,000 horsepower. For comparison, that's the power of about 20 high-performance sports cars bolted together, all dedicated to a single task: moving earth. Its bucket holds around 34 cubic meters, and each scoop can lift somewhere in the range of 60 to 67 tons of material in one pass. What makes the 6060 special isn't just brute strength, it's teamwork. This excavator is engineered to work in perfect rhythm with Caterpillar's own haul trucks. It can fill a CAT 793 mining truck in about 4 passes. Think about the choreography here. The excavator swings, dumps, swings back, and digs again, over and over, while a fleet of trucks the size of houses lines up to be loaded and carry the material away. In a well-run mine, this dance never stops, 24 hours a day. The 6060 also comes packed with operator assist technology designed to reduce fatigue and make loading more consistent. Because here's the thing about these machines: the human sitting in the cab might be controlling hundreds of tons of steel, but they're doing it with joysticks and a level of precision that would surprise you. Some operators can place that enormous bucket within centimeters of where they want it. It's raw power guided by a remarkably delicate touch. Number 8. Komatsu PC7000-11. Coming in at number 8 is the Komatsu PC7000-11. And this is where the numbers really start to climb. This beast has an operating weight of about 699 tons, nearly 700 tons of steel and hydraulics working as one. Komatsu built the PC7000 to fill a very specific gap. It sits between the company's mid-sized 500-ton machines and its nearly 800-ton monsters, making it perfect for medium to large mines that need serious production but don't quite need the biggest machine on the planet. Its bucket holds around 38 cubic meters, and it's powered by twin engines delivering a combined output in the region of 3,350 horsepower. One of the things engineers focused on with the PC7000 was reliability in the middle of nowhere. Many of the world's biggest mines are in remote, brutal environments: freezing tundra, scorching desert, high-altitude mountains. If your machine breaks down out there, you can't just call a mechanic to pop over. So the PC7000 uses a simplified, open-circuit hydraulic system that reduces heat buildup and friction, helping it run longer between failures. Less downtime means more material moved, and in mining, time truly is money. The PC7000 also carries Komatsu's advanced monitoring technology, constantly tracking the machine's vital signs and predicting problems before they happen. It's like a fitness tracker, except instead of counting your steps, it's watching engine temperatures, hydraulic pressures, and component wear across a 700-ton machine. When one bucket of this thing can move enough material to fill several pickup trucks, keeping it healthy and running is absolutely critical. Number 7. Hitachi EX8000-7. Back to Japan and back to Hitachi, but this time for their absolute flagship. The Hitachi EX8000-7 is the biggest excavator the company has ever produced, and it's a true member of the Ultra class. Its operating weight reaches somewhere around 811 to 839 tons depending on configuration, putting it firmly among the heaviest hydraulic machines on Earth. The EX8000 is powered by two Cummins QSK60 diesel engines, together producing roughly 3,890 horsepower. Its bucket can hold about 43 cubic meters of material. When this machine takes a bite, it's moving the equivalent of dozens of tons of rock in a single fluid motion, and then it does it again about every 30 seconds, hour after hour. This is a machine built for the harshest conditions imaginable. Hitachi refined it in some of the most demanding mining regions on the planet, and it shows in the engineering. Everything about it is oversized and overbuilt. The structural steel, the undercarriage, the cooling systems. When you're operating in an environment where a single breakdown can cost a mine hundreds of thousands of dollars a day in lost production, good enough simply isn't good enough. The operator's cab is a study in contrast. Outside, you have a snarling, earth-crushing titan. Inside, you have climate control, ergonomic seating, electronic joysticks, and a large display screen. Because these operators work long shifts, and keeping them comfortable and alert isn't a luxury, it's a safety necessity. Imagine the responsibility of sitting in that seat, knowing that one careless swing of an 800-ton machine could be catastrophic. These operators are among the most skilled equipment handlers in the entire world. Number 6. Komatsu PC8000-11. At number 6, we have Komatsu's flagship, the mighty PC8000-11. This is one of the most respected ultra-class excavators ever built, with an operating weight ranging from roughly 770 to 840 tons, depending on the setup and attachment. Its bucket holds around 42 cubic meters and can lift a payload approaching 100 tons in a single scoop. Let that sink in. A single bucketful weighs about as much as 65 family cars. It's driven by twin diesel engines producing around 4,000 horsepower combined, and it's available as both a face shovel for high bench digging and a backhoe for reaching down into a pit. The PC8000 is a genuine global superstar of the mining world. You'll find it working in copper mines in Chile, coal mines in Australia, iron ore operations in Africa, and oil sands projects in Canada. Its job is to load the biggest haul trucks on the planet as quickly and efficiently as possible, and it does that job better than almost anything else in its class. Komatsu equips the PC8000 with a sophisticated suite of onboard technology. Systems weigh each bucket load in real time, so the operator knows exactly how much they've lifted. Other systems track the machine's health and location, feeding data back to mine managers who coordinate entire fleets. In a modern megamine, every one of these machines is a node in a giant interconnected industrial network, and the PC8000 is one of the biggest, most important nodes of all. To keep a machine like this fed, mines burn through staggering amounts of fuel. Under a full workload, a PC8000 can consume close to 3,000 liters of diesel in a single day. That's the kind of thirst you develop when your job is quite literally to move mountains. Number 5. Liebherr R 9800. Halfway to the top, and we meet the Liebherr R 9800, the largest excavator the German-Swiss engineering giant Liebherr has ever built. This ultra-class machine weighs in at around 800 to 810 tons in its face shovel configuration, and it's a genuine heavyweight contender. The R9800 offers a face shovel bucket of about 42 cubic meters, or a backhoe bucket reaching up to 47.5 cubic meters, one of the largest buckets in its weight class. It's powered by an engine producing roughly 4,000 horsepower, available as either a Cummins unit or Liebherr's own V12 diesel. That kind of power lets it tear into dense ore and hard rock that would stop lesser machines cold. What Liebherr engineers are especially proud of is efficiency. The R9800 uses a clever closed-loop swing circuit that recovers energy every time the machine slows its rotation. Instead of wasting all that kinetic energy as heat, the system captures some of it and puts it back to work, reducing fuel consumption and easing the thermal load on the machine. When you're burning thousands of liters of diesel a day, even small efficiency gains add up to serious money over a machine's lifetime. The R9800 is designed to work hand-in-glove with Liebherr's own mining trucks, the enormous T264 and T284. It's a matched system. Giant excavator loads giant truck, truck hauls the load away, and the cycle repeats endlessly. Liebherr also built the R9800 with a modular design, meaning entire power pack modules can be swapped out quickly when maintenance is needed. In mining, every hour a machine sits idle is an hour it isn't making money, so being able to repair it fast is a genuine competitive advantage. Number 4. Bucyrus RH400, Terex ONK RH400. Now we enter legendary territory. The Bucyrus RH400 is a machine with a fascinating history and a claim to fame. For many years, it was the largest hydraulic excavator in the entire world. This monster weighs around 980 tons and wields a bucket of roughly 50 cubic meters. It's powered by twin engines producing around 4,500 horsepower, the same class of power you'll find in the very biggest machine on this whole list when it comes to hydraulics. When it was introduced in 1997, the RH400 was revolutionary. It was the first hydraulic excavator powerful enough to seriously challenge the dominance of the massive electric rope shovels that had ruled mining for decades. But the machine's name tells a story of the shifting mining industry itself. It was originally developed in Germany and known as the Terex ONK RH400, ONK standing for the historic Orenstein and Koppel Company. Then Terex sold its mining division to Bucyrus, and it became the Bucyrus RH400. And finally in 2011, Caterpillar acquired Bucyrus, folding this legendary machine into the Cat family. So a single design changed hands multiple times, carried forward by each new owner because it was simply that good. The RH400 uses a special linkage system called tri-power, which keeps the bucket at a constant, efficient angle throughout its lift. This means faster cycle times and more material moved per hour. One scoop of this machine can remove around 45 to 50 cubic meters of rock, and it can fill a mining truck in just a handful of passes. Even today, decades after its debut, RH400s are still hard at work in places like Canada's vast oil sands. It's a true icon of heavy machinery. Number 3. Caterpillar 6090 FS. At number 3, we crown the king of hydraulic excavators, the Caterpillar 6090 FS. This is, quite simply, the largest hydraulic mining excavator in the world today, and its scale is almost hard to believe. The 6090 FS carries an operating weight of around 1,000 tons, a full 1,000,000 kilograms of machine. Its bucket holds a colossal 52 cubic meters, and each scoop can lift a payload of about 93.6 tons. That means a single bite of this machine picks up roughly the weight of a fully loaded semi-truck, and it does it in seconds. Twin engines produce a combined 4,500 horsepower to drive its enormous hydraulic muscles. Remember the RH400 we just talked about? The 6090 FS is its direct descendant. When Caterpillar acquired Bucyrus in 2011, they took that proven RH400 design and evolved it into this flagship. It still uses that clever tri-power linkage for constant bucket angle and rapid lifting. The whole machine is built around one goal: peak productivity in the world's largest mines. Here's a fact that really captures its power. The 6090 FS is designed to load Caterpillar's biggest haul truck, the Cat 797F. Itself one of the largest trucks on Earth, in just 4 passes. That truck can carry around 360 tons of material. So 4 bites from this excavator and a truck the size of a house is completely full and ready to drive off. Number 2. Bagger 288. Everything you've seen so far has been a hydraulic mining excavator, machines that dig with a single giant bucket on an arm. But the two biggest excavators ever built work completely differently. They're called bucket wheel excavators, and they operate on a scale that makes even the CAT 6090 look tiny. First up, the Bagger 288. Built by the German company Krupp and completed in 1978, the Bagger 288 weighs an astonishing 13,500 tons. To put that in perspective, that's about 13 times heavier than the largest hydraulic excavator on this list. It stands 96 meters tall, nearly the height of a 30-story building, and stretches around 220 meters long, longer than 2 full football fields laid end-to-end. Instead of one bucket, the Bagger 288 has a gigantic rotating wheel about 21 meters across, studded with 18 individual buckets. As the wheel spins, each bucket scoops up earth and dumps it onto a system of conveyor belts that carry the material away. This lets the machine dig continuously rather than in stop-and-start bites. It was built to strip away the ground covering vast deposits of lignite, a soft brown coal, in western Germany. When it was finished, the Bagger 288 became the heaviest land vehicle in the world, taking that title from an older American machine called the Marion 6360. It took roughly 5 years to design and build, and another 5 to assemble, at a cost of about $100 million. And here's one of the most jaw-dropping facts about it. In 2001, this machine finished its work at one mine and needed to travel to another about 22 kilometers away. Rather than dismantle it, engineers simply drove it there, across roads, rivers, railways, and countryside at a walking pace slower than a snail. The journey took roughly 3 weeks, and crowds gathered to watch a moving object taller than most buildings crawl across the German landscape. Incredibly, this 13,500-ton colossus needs a crew of only about 5 people to operate. Number 1. Bagger 293. And now, the champion. The single largest excavator and in fact the heaviest land vehicle ever built by human hands. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bagger 293, completed in 1995 by the German company Takraf and officially designated the MAN Takraf RB293, this machine is the reigning Guinness World Record holder for the heaviest land vehicle on the planet. It weighs a mind-bending 14,200 tons, that's roughly 31 million pounds. It stands about 96 meters tall, the same towering height as its slightly smaller sibling, and stretches around 225 meters long and 46 meters wide. Like the Bagger 288, it's a bucket wheel excavator built to mine lignite coal in Germany. At the front sits an enormous rotating wheel lined with buckets, each one big enough to swallow a small car whole. As that wheel turns, it carves into the earth continuously, and the Bagger 293 can move up to 240,000 cubic meters of material every single day. To visualize that, imagine digging a hole the length of a football field and about 25 meters deep in just 24 hours. It's the equivalent output of tens of thousands of workers digging by hand. The engineering that keeps this giant moving is just as staggering as its size. It rides on 12 massive crawler tracks, spreading its incredible weight so evenly that despite weighing over 14,000 tons, it exerts surprisingly gentle pressure on the ground, light enough that it can roll over soil and gravel without sinking. It doesn't carry its own fuel. Instead, it draws about 16.5 megawatts of electricity from an external power supply, enough energy to power a small town. And yet, like its sibling, it needs a crew of only around 5 people to run. The Bagger 293 doesn't move fast. It creeps along at a fraction of a kilometer per hour. But it doesn't need speed, it needs endurance, and the ability to devour the earth on an industrial scale unmatched by any other machine ever created. It has held its world record for 3 decades, and no machine has come along to take the crown. If your mind is officially blown, do me a favor and hit that like button and let me know down in the comments which of these giants amazed you the most. Were you Team CAT 6090, or does nothing beat the sheer insanity of the Bagger 293? And if you want more videos about the biggest, most powerful machines humanity has ever built, make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.